It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Boom, and good evening. I am all alone for now, so hopefully we can make this happen and be productive here. I think my camera needs to be adjusted, but we'll be good. So we're here. Today's Flippinar 265 is why realtors should think like an investor, not like a realtor. All right, so that will apply to some, but I think it'll help all. All right, so because I am limited here on my assistants, okay, here's Adria right now, so she's walking in, so it'll be a little better. But make sure if you want to join the live stream to get pushed to the front of the line to get your questions answered. Come on. To get your questions answered as a VIP, text the word Gator, like alligator, but the word Gator to 205-964-5243. And what do we have here? 205-964-5243, and we'll get you pushed to the front of the line. Also, if you like this content and you want more of it, and you want to be notified when it is available, then do this. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. All righty, so Adria is here, so she is going to assist. I think you got to start that. The Instagram. I got the other phone over here charging. I forgot to charge it, so it'll be a minute. But you going to adjust the camera for me? Please. Please. Like it's crooked. All right, like it need to go back. Yeah. That'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah,
it's tilted for some reason. That'll do.
He leaning by the wayside. Oh yeah. I can tell clearly with your laptop, but just it's like that.
Oh yeah. I can't even. Yeah, it's
fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
hey guys, we already introduced ourselves and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jump right in, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. Yes. Keep an eye on the weather. We're going to have some strong winds, heavy rains, and high winds coming through the area shortly this evening. As if y'all live in my backyard. But thank you for joining us here tonight. This is a place where you ask your questions in regards to wholesaling real estate with little to no cash or credit and other creative investment methods. So Django Geek, I see you. Mark Greer, My A-List Journey, Unique Investor Concepts, Martin Hamblin, Chef Darnell, Joseph Wilson, thank you all for joining us. I see y'all streaming from YouTube. J.R. Cal, Dion Ramey. Yes, My A-List Journey. We most definitely are doing Zomps. Absolutely. Just go ahead and post your question in that chat there. I'll be sure to read it. And you guys over on Instagram, thank you for joining us as well. Post the questions in that chat. I'll read those and get you an answer. Hey, Vincent, I see you. And Mike Sykes, the Michael the Millionaire Maker from ATL is here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, guys, Ty just mentioned it, but I'm going to mention it again. You can text the word Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243 to get bumped to the front of the line. Ask your question and any follow-up questions you may have, because it takes me a while to read through the prompts. And yeah, you can probably ask for yourself faster. So let's get right into this thing. We're going to take our first question from Joseph. And he says, hello, are we able to make the earnest money deposit after our inspection period ends?
Yeah, everything is negotiable. That's not a common practice. So if you're dealing with sellers, they might not even question it, but dealing with real estate agents or brokers, that's not common, but everything's negotiable. Just whatever the seller and you and the seller or their representatives will agree to.
All right. So, Darlene, you're in the right place. Darlene says, I would like to learn how to do this. Well, just jump right in, gather all of this information, take notes, join us every Thursday, hop on to the Facebook group Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share so you'll be alerted anytime new content is uploaded. But this is a great start, Darlene, and we're happy to have you with us. Chef Darnell says, hey, Flip, I want to thank you for taking my advice on the thumbnail. Not often someone with money listens to us commoners. Thumbnail is a 5 before you even ask.
Oh, you ain't seen it?
What?
You ain't seen it?
Oh, my gosh. No, let's see. 6%. Oh, why are you doing the realtor like that?
Well, that's the title.
I know.
The title is why realtors should think like an investor and not a realtor.
She mad. She mad.
Chat GPT.
She mad.
I created that with Chat GPT.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud. Oh, thumbnail man, my
not the Flip Man Zomp
okay.
man.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She's the background in the house, neighborhood.
Okay.
But that was just a prompt though. I found a ending prompt to give it that photo quality like that. And so you like put it with a lot of stuff and just whatever you're gonna put in front of it. I did some amazing stuff. That's what I settled on or whatever. So yeah.
I like to see that. Like to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Martin says, God bless you, Flip Man. I have a seller who wants to sell the land they have. Can you partner with me on that deal?
Yeah, most definitely. Text over that the number is scrolling right here at the bottom of the screen. If you're on YouTube, 205-964-5243, and I'll give you a better way of reaching out to me. So
Vincent, because you won't, because I gotta unbig my back first. Okay. Vincent says, how come we never see the face that goes with the voice? Oh.
Well, if you want to see her face, go back to probably.
Oh, wow. They got to go back some years.
Probably go back to maybe Flippinar. I'm going to say 60 something, maybe.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's a lot of weeks. I say it's been, probably 2, 3.
It's under 100.
It's most definitely under 100.
It's under 100, probably around the 40, 50 Flippinars in that range. And you can, see on camera.
Now, if they find that but couldn't find you wearing that black shirt with the yellow writing, I'm gonna be highly upset.
It ain't because it don't exist.
You know what?
I got the proof over here.
You got the proof?
Yeah, the proof. We just going to display it. I got the proof with me today.
That it was blue?
I got the proof over here. The shirts that you pointed out, I have them with me.
Okay, you got to show me. Show me, state. Show me. Okay, so Aries, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Says good evening from Colorado Springs.
My $50.
First of all, you got to prove it.
That's what I
got. Wednesday to Wednesday.
I got
your week is up. I proved my point before
you mean?
I said you said by the next show.
Adrian, I said I would go bring them in the next show. Okay. I said that last week.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want that though. But that's cool.
Need my $50.
Okay, fine. I'm giving to you in pennies.
I need cash. I would like a crispy, just one crispy. Who's on the $50 deal?
Okay, so Mark Greer. I don't know my money. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'll figure that out in just a second. Mark Greer says, are bank-owned properties worth pursuing for wholesaling if the numbers make sense?
Bank-owned property, I'm a man on the thumbnail. Yeah, I did listen to him. I
knew it. Grant.
Oh, okay. So let's explain what bank-owned is. So you may be driving for dollars and you come across a house and you look up and see who the owner is and it's a bank. Okay, but it's not for sale yet. or it could be for sale, but it doesn't matter. So banks are going to control the entire process when you're trying to wholesale, when you're trying to put a deal together as far as a wholesale deal. They're not going to allow you to assign it, and they're not going to allow you to double close it. Now, if you just have an investor out there that, hey, here's some cash, go find me some deals, I only care if it's a foreclosure, I'll fund it for you, then boom. If you find that somebody that's going to turn you loose with some money, you need to holler at me also. But to answer your question, technically, no. I'm sure people do it in different ways, but you have to have the buyer on your that's waiting that'll do pretty much whatever it takes to make it happen. Again, if you find that, then yeah, but in most cases, no.
All right. So Django Geek wants to know, is there a tool I can use to get comps for rent prices in an area? Like, I want to know how much I can charge for a rental property.
Yeah, it's called Zomps.
Zomps.
It does that.
Okay, there you have it.
It does that.
Does
I
it.
just really had never used it because I hadn't, but
Mhm.
I've shown it, but it does that.
All right, go on over to zomps.com and download that Google extension and use it.
Oh yeah.
Siri 8641, you gotta be a little bit more clear for me. It's over here on Instagram. Would like to know, how can I log into my account?
I guess they talking about the wholesale, the training. If you'll text the number 205, what is the number? Hold on, I'll pull it up in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. So the Real Titan says, what's up, Flip and ladies?
Let me give that number. It's
Okay.
205-984-2282. So text whatever your issue is. That's the support number, 205-984-2282.
All right. So from Instagram, hey, I have Bandit Signs, PropStream, and Vumber. What's next for me? Use PropStream to skip trace list and then call, or just put the Bandit Signs out?
Well, okay, so he said he has Bandit Signs, PropStream, and what else?
A Vumber number.
A Vumber number. Okay, so yeah, you're ready to go. So the signs are doing no good in your car, your garage, or your bedroom, or wherever. They need to go out. But there's a method to the madness, right? You need to do your recon to see where other signs already exist, and you're going to start putting signs in those same areas. Now, you're not going to go too crazy because you want to test. The worst thing you do is you got 200 signs, you put them all out on a weekend, and all of them are down on Monday. So you want to test about 10 or 15 of them, wait a few days, go back, see if the majority of those are up, then you'll compound your efforts, right?
Right.
And so that's what you'll have to do. So obviously the PropStream will help you research your properties, determine if you have a deal or not. But also when you're out, you could be driving for dollars. Basically, whenever you're putting out your bandit signs, it allows you to build a list using the app along with it. If you wanted to call the person right there, you can skip trace their number and call them right there. So you take action. You've taken action by spending some money. So now apply, put the tools in place to make some deals happen.
All right. Thank you for answering that. Vincent wants to know, he says, I am a broker salesperson. I'm having a hard time convincing some title companies to be ready for a flip transaction. Do you have a script for that?
Okay, so he says a broker salesperson, and he's reaching out to title companies, trying, I guess, to ask them about wholesaling. Don't do that. Find a deal, meaning put a seller in the contract, get a buyer in the contract at a higher price, and then have that conversation. But in most cases, you can leverage the buyer's connections with title companies or attorneys, because normally, especially if they're seasoned buyers, they already have those relationships built, and the conversation of dealing with a title company at that point will go a lot smoother. Because at the end of the day, you can go out there and do all of that, what you're doing now. You have a deal on the contract with a seller, find a buyer and say, oh, I don't use them. I use somebody else. Now, you can say, hey, I don't want to deal with you, but I wouldn't let that be a deal breaker if the buyer wants to use a different title company or whatever, because they are the one with all the gold, and the one with all the gold normally what? Makes all the decisions.
Okay. So Carl Campbell says, I have a question.
I have
I'm dealing with I'm dealing with a
Hopefully.
cash buyer that asked me to bring any deals that make sense and they're willing to buy portfolios. I'm in Cleveland and I'm new to the area. And besides bandit signs, how would I really attack this?
Well, there are multiple ways that you can start to try to find deals to feed that particular buyer and whatever their buy box is. Bandit signs, PCA have bandit signs, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got bandit signs, so yeah, you need to put those out. But as I explained to the other person, you need to do your recon first, your reconnaissance. You need to do that first, right? All right. So other methods are text messaging can be very effective. If you want to learn how to do that based on how we do it, even though we're still in text message jail, um, is to text the word text, TEXT, to 205-964-5243. And that demo video explains to you how to put it together from A to Z. All right. Now, cold calling, because you will have to build lists whenever you do your text messaging. You can also use that same list to cold call because you'll have the phone numbers for your text message. You can use it for cold calling. Now, direct mail can be an option. It's a little bit more expensive. Well, not a little bit, quite a bit more expensive if you're going to do a mass mailing. And hopefully in the next couple of months, going to put a product together where you can do one-offs. You know, like if you're just driving for dollars, you got 5 or 6 of them, and they just set up, we're going to have a site set up where you can just send those out. One of the hot things right now, people sending checks in the mail, you know, which they're dummy checks or whatever. But when they see it, it looks like, you know, when you get that piece of mail and it looks like a check is in there, you know, that's the way this is going to look, or what's the way they look now. You know, you can do it now in mass numbers or whatever. So you can wholesale other wholesalers' properties by co-wholesaling. You can leverage the power of Facebook, going to Facebook groups and going in there whenever someone posts a deal, a lot of buyers will post, hey, send me that deal. Here's my email address, or send me that deal. Here's my phone number. Oh, if you get anything in this area, whatever. That's a simple, easy, free way to build a buyers list. And so once you have 5, 10 buyers built, you know, like true buyers that you've actually communicated with, got an idea what they're looking for, then the leverage, the sweat and equity of other wholesalers and feed those buyers those deals. Now, another method, if you text the word buyers, BUYERS, to 205-964-5243, I have a video there to show you how to leverage real estate agents and their relationships with investors. So there you go, my man in Cleveland. Let's get it.
All right, thank you. Aaliyah, text the word Gator, GATOR, to the number ticking across the bottom of the screen to join us live. We would love to assist you with comping that property.
Yeah, somebody text Gator to the number, but they put like Zomps Gator or something, and then you're not going to get anything done like that. You just have to text the word Gator and come on the live stream.
Gotcha. So Shirley Rice, hey, Miss Shirley, says, hi, all. I installed the Zomps extension, but I can't get the comps listed to compare with the subject property. I'm using a laptop. And then on top of that, Chef Darnell says, most people these days use their mobile to acquire their information. Will Zomps work on our phone as a Chrome extension?
Okay, so on the first lady, she said she can't
get the comps to compare with the subject property.
Okay, so well, first of all, if you downloaded the extension, which is very, very simple, which I'll show here in a bit, you should have that floating menu over to the right. It's a blue little the logo for Zomps, along where it says map only. Have a switch there. So first, if you have that, boom, you're in business. So whenever you click on a particular property, depending on what type of property it is, it's going to have a plus sign there or a minus sign there. Plus sign is going to be green. The minus sign is going to be red or whatever. So, but the first thing, if you have that floating menu, you should be in business. And if you're on a laptop, you should also be in business. And I'm assuming you're using Google Chrome. So now, as far as the question about the smartphone or tablet, it's a Google Chrome extension. So this is out of my hands. Google Chrome, their Chrome store, they don't currently allow their extensions to work on smartphones or tablets. So, you know, you probably have to just go either go to the library or get with someone that has a desktop or a laptop, or just purchase your own. or whatever. You know, you can get for what you need, you can get a laptop for $300 for what you need. You agree, Adrian? If you ain't doing nothing but emailing, searching the internet, don't spend.
Not no Chromebook.
Yeah, not a Chromebook. Now you need to. You shouldn't spend more than that. You know. So.
You're right. Alan, I think you mean Zomps, but yes, Zomps is free. He put Zomp. I like Zomp, but maybe we can do something with Zomp.
ZOMPZ.
I like Zomp.
That's what I say. It's on my shirt, man. Where you at? You can't see.
Can't see it.
It's on the shirt, man.
Okay. Yes, Shirley says yes. I've tried to follow watching your video, so hopefully that'll help you out, Miss Shirley.
Yeah.
Carla Jude. Absolutely. Text the word Gator. Still waiting for someone to come on and join me. GATOR to the number 205-964-5243. No, Django, you don't have to send the address there. You're going to get a link to have you join us live. So if you text that, you should get a response for that. Carla just said it, but it's ticking across the bottom of the screen. 205-964-5243. Relaxed in Love says, what video do you have for someone trying to do their first deal fresh off the street? I have a little knowledge, but some of the language and lingo throws me.
Oh, so what is he saying? Say it again.
What video to watch for someone fresh off the street?
Oh, fresh off the street. Good question. All right. So what you'll do is you'll text the letters VIP all together, as if this it was one word, VIP, but VIP, Victor, Intelligent. Oh, Price.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince. Text the word VIP, those letters to 205-964-5243. And that video there will I mean, it's going to break everything down, but it's a playlist of videos that's going to get you going in the right direction.
Okay, my A-list journey says I put out 45 bandit signs 2 weeks ago, and I got my first call to add me to a buyer's list yesterday.
All right. Okay. All right. That's a positive.
And that's good. That's good. That's good.
That's a positive.
The Real Titan on Instagram. I need a little help navigating through prop on the computer and the app. What vid should look like.
He said what now?
It says I need a little help navigating through prop on the computer and the app. What vid should I look at? Okay, through the computer and the app. What video should I look at?
Okay, so I've done a ton of them on the what do you call it? On PropStream on the desktop version. Now they have a library. If you go, I'll just show you. Let me do this real quick, and I'll just show you. So that's number 3.
T-Melt, I got your question coming up. I'll post it again. I got you.
Trying to make sure I put the ZOMPZ on the screen. So there you go.
I see him.
There you go. Now you can't miss it. Boy, I love this technology. Oh boy, too many toys. All right, so let's let's share my screen. Tyrone. Is my great aunt used to say
Tyrone.
Tyrob. She'd say Tyrob. All right, so let's go over here to so we're in PropStream. You can access this if you want us to train you on how to use it the way we use it. You can go to dealator.com and select the 5-day free trial on it. But what you'll do is you just go over here to the help center, right? And they have an entire library of videos to explain pretty much everything you want to do right here, you know. So I have a ton of them on my channel, but you know, there's just a whole library on how to use it. Even like the ones for the mobile app right here. Boom. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Oh my gosh. Shazam. Gotcha. Flip, I have a few addresses of distressed properties. What's the best way to go about getting them under contract? These properties are vacant and have been for a while.
Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to reach out to the owner to see if they're interested in even selling. That's the first thing. All right. So if they are interested in selling, now it boils down to at the price that they're trying to sell it for, does it make sense as a deal? But I have a video that helps you explain that. What's the code for that? Oh, GD for great deal. GD takes 205-964-524. Text GD to that number.
All right, thank you. Lucinda. Hey, Custom Tees. Yo. All right, so let me get this question. Let me get to T Melt's question because he said, bro, why you keep skipping over my question? So, tips for a 17-year-old looking to get into wholesaling. Any mistakes that you made that can be avoided? One moment.
Okay, so what was the question?
Tips for a 17-year-old looking to get into wholesaling. Any mistakes you made that can be avoided?
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, first of all, for you to be even 17, even be thinking about this, you're way ahead of the game, right? So congratulations on that if you take action. But the tips that you can use to get ahead of the game is number one, you're in the right place. So just understand that you're going to have to put the work in, educating yourself to build that foundation of knowledge so you can reduce your mistakes and just understand that it doesn't have to be perfect in order for you to make money. It doesn't, a deal doesn't have to be perfect. You make a ton of mistakes, not that you want to, but you can make a ton of mistakes and still pick up a 5-figure payday. So everything you need to know is right here on my YouTube channel for free. I answer questions in the comment section of any YouTube video. If you post those questions, then we have the lives here on Thursdays. Most recently, we've been doing the lives for Zomps during the day. Anyone that wants to join that, because I've been comping properties ever since I released the tool as we improve it. So I'm not sure how long I'm gonna do it, but it's probably be a while because I want to promote it, so people can use it. It's free. So you can join us during the day to access that. We should be doing it tomorrow morning, probably around 12:30 Eastern time. Check your local listeners to match up. So we should be doing some Zomps in the morning, comping with Zomps in the morning. So again, everything you need to know, my man, just set yourself a 1, 2, 3 month goal that you're going to become an expert using my YouTube channel as your foundation to learn this process. And at 17, you're just at the tip of the iceberg of what real estate can offer you. You'll be way ahead of the game, my man. Everything you need to know is an actual university right here on my YouTube channel of how to do this anyway. So, and some other stuff, but mainly this. So, boom, the world is yours.
All right. Thank you.
We're just in it.
Okay, so A-List says they text Gator and received the link to join YouTube. That's what they're supposed to do.
Oh, and I ain't put the link in there.
Are you serious?
Oh.
I'm sitting here telling these folks they messing up. See, Django Geek is not
find
you.
it hard, find good help, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, never. All right, so boom. So do it again. If you're trying to get the link for the Gator, do it again now. I forgot.
I started to ask you, did you do that? Look at that. Django Geek, text the word Gator now. A-List,
we in here.
Text the word Gator now. Was it Carla? Carla, text the word Gator now. Yes, any of you that text the number and didn't get the link, it is there now. I promise you. Yes. T-Milk, let's go. That's right. JR Cal, you're right. 100% free game. Hundo.
Oh,
free.
Yeah, most definitely.
Game. JR says, I have a deal in Oakland, Cali. $600,000 retail, $80K entry fee, 13% CLC return. Flip man.
Okay. He didn't tell me what the price was. Did he?
600K is the retail?
I don't know what it is. I'm saying, what's the ARV on it?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
Don't know. Follow up with that JR Cal. Zumps Oliver is a Google extension that you download once you go to zumps.com. Zumps is Zillow, but smarter. It
If-
should work a little better for you for wholesaling. So, and it's free. So just download that. And JRKL says it's 620. I guess it's a commercial property.
Oh, it's 620 and they're asking 600?
I don't know. I don't know. JR, come on and explain that. Come on. Come join us live.
Come on.
That's it. That's it.
Come on.
Okay, let me jump right back into these questions. Instagram, I see you continue posting, in TikTok. Guess what? We're live. TikTok, you're on this thing. So make sure you post those questions in the chat as well. So Houston _RJ from Instagram wants to know, do you have a voicemail script that you use when people call your bandit sign number?
Yeah, it's, well, not really a voicemail script because it goes to some live people, but it's not that difficult. All right, so let's use a little technology. Let me, I love hipping you guys to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's how it gets down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here to old Chat GPT. Boom. I already got it in here. So all right. So what do you say? You want a voicemail of somebody call, incoming call?
Yes.
Okay.
From Bandit Signs.
All right, from Bandit Signs. All right, write a script for property owners calling, responding to a bandit sign that we buy houses. All right. This will be a phone call to a live person. Let's see.
Oh gosh. Oh God. Too much. Tell her stop. Tell her stop.
I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna let it finish.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna let it finish. All right. So sure. It says, sure, here's an example of a script for responding to a We Buy Houses bandit sign. Hello, thank you for calling cashbuyer.com. How can I assist you today? Caller, I'm calling about the bandit sign that says we buy houses. Do you really buy houses? Yes, we do. Our company specializes in purchasing properties in any condition, in any situation. Can you tell me a little bit about your property you're interested in selling? Caller says, sure, I have a property that I inherited from my grandmother. It is an old house and it needs a lot of repairs. I'm not sure what to do with it and I'm interested in selling it. Okay, great. We would be happy to look at your property and make you an offer. Can you provide me the address and some basic information about the property? All right. The caller, the address 123 Main Street.
Condition check.
Oh wow. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a large backyard. All right. The on our side here. Thank you for that information. Can you tell me a little bit about the property, about the condition of the property? Sure, the house is pretty old and needs a lot of repairs. The roof is leaky. There are some electrical issues, and the kitchen and bathroom are outdated. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Based on the information you provided, sounds like the property would be a good fit for our services. We specialize in buying properties in any condition, and so we can make you a fair offer regardless of the repairs that are needed. Caller, that sounds great. How does this process work? Well, I ain't gonna go through all of this, but please. I think you see. Yes. I think y'all see the point.
I gave a very, very good scenario.
So the prompt that I use, that's the term that's used in the AI world.
That's great, but you still didn't answer his question.
What?
He said a voicemail script.
I'm glad you said that. So all I'm gonna do is I already knew that when I put that in here. So now what I'm gonna do is, because you want that to be short, right?
Correct.
All right. So write a script for a property owner. I didn't even say owner. I just said all property owner responding to a bandit sign that we buy houses. But I'm gonna say write a voicemail script, a very short voicemail script or a property owner responding to a bandit sign that we buy houses. They will well, obviously they know that if it's a voicemail. All right, so let's see what it say. There you go. So hi, my name is Ty. I received your bandit sign about buying a house. I have a property that I'm interested in selling. I was wondering if you would give me a call back, blah, blah.
You did the opposite way.
I did the opposite way. All right, so let me see how I read this. Write a very short voicemail script to a property owner.
For an investor.
Okay, so for an investor, as wholesaler receiving calls
from property owners responding to a bandit sign.
Receiving calls from property owners responding to a bandit sign that says we buy houses. All right, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, boom. All right, so let's see what it says now.
Thank you for calling We Buy Houses. If you're a property owner looking to sell your house fast, please leave your name, phone number, and property address after the beep. We'll get back to you as soon as possible to discuss how we can help you with your property needs. Thank you. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Now, what you can do, you don't like that one. Write another one.
Oh, let's see here.
Write another one. We'll say just write 5 more, but include our business name. I know what to say, which I have for sale. Cash buyers. Atlanta. Cash buyers. Atlanta cash buyers. .com.
All right.
So let me see here. Boom. Boom. See what it does now.
Ooh, that's a good one. Hold on. Stop it. Hello. You've reached AtlantaCashBuyers.com. If you're a homeowner looking to sell your property fast, please leave your name, phone number, and property address after the beep. Our team will contact you shortly to discuss your options. Thank you for calling.
And AtlantaCashBuyers.com is for sale. Just go to the site and be one of one. Plus, it comes with coaching directly from me.
And it's free.
Hey, what else can I do for y'all, man? What else you need? Who wants some of Devo?
Oh my gosh. Oh my, stop. You're there. Yes. Houston, I think that was all for Houston. That was all for you. Hopefully you got that. I know you're on Instagram.
Oh, he was on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh, he couldn't even see it.
No. That's okay.
Oh,
Houston just rolled the video back to like the 40-minute mark.
Yeah,
if you missed that
on YouTube, yeah.
And take all of those scripts. Take them all. Use them all. Hopefully that helps you. Right. Okay, guys.
He was on what's name?
No, that's okay. He probably is on both. Okay, and still no one showed up down here to join us live. So don't forget, text the word Gator, GATOR, to the number 205-964-5243. You still have plenty of time to join us live and ask your questions, get bumped to the front of the line. Yeah. Okay. Omar, no, not in the chat. Text it. But thank you for joining us, Omar. How you doing today? Glad to have you here. Carla Jude finally got video back. Okay. And Saint BR. Read my question from earlier with the JV. Okay, let me jump back into the chat and start reading the question. So Relaxed in Love says, I've seen the VIP videos. I guess I'm nervous about the conversation part with the homeowner. I can talk my way through finding the info needed, but I haven't made it to the offering part. Didn't put 1-page contract. So, yeah,
Okay.
not really a question in there. Just do it. Just do it. Saint BR says, I have a deal in Birmingham. It's with a realtor. It's a rehab. I need a buyer. Would you JV with me?
If the numbers make sense, now if it's a listed property, that does make it more difficult in some cases, but if the numbers make sense, we can make it happen.
Okay, there we go. Boom. My A-list journey.
Oh, she in here, baby. Let me
Hey,
How you doing?
What's happening?
I'm doing fine. It's good to talk to you all. Let me tell you, Flip, I'm gonna make it quick. I started watching your videos in 2018. I did not know it was that long ago because watch this. You were the bandit sign king, so I bought some quick bandit signs, 100. Why I put 6 out? That was like in 2018. And then I moved twice, decided, you know what? I saw your video come through like a couple months ago. After I had watched all your videos back in the day, I was pumped. And then I saw your video and I was like, they still wholesaling? So while I went to my garage because I started watching your videos again and your testimonials and I was pumped up again, I was like, yeah, they still wholesaling and they got new ways of doing things. So I go to the garage, pull out my bandit signs. I gotta like change the phone number because it's different, and so I'm back in business. So I'm the one who said I just put out 40 bandit signs. I did 45. Okay. And then I finally got somebody who was like, oh, I'm a cash buyer, so put me into your list. And I was like, okay, it's working. So I'm hyped. All right. So now thank you for Zumps. And I don't know if you're doing any like examples tonight, but I have an address for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
In there.
Oh,
She's
yes,
in
ma'am.
there. Like, swimwear.
Where are you live streaming from?
I'm live streaming from Houston, but this property is in Baton Rouge.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So let me share my screen here. All right.
Baton Rouge, home of the NCAA Women's Champions
Yes,
basketball team. That's right.
Yes.
You see her.
All right. Okay. So just to demo how to add it, which is simple, you go to zomps.com or you can just text the letter ZZ to 205-964-5243, and that'll get you over to the website. But once you get there, you just select the button that says Get Chrome Extension, go to Chrome Store, whatever it says, and then you hit Add to Chrome. Then this window pops up and you hit Add Extension. So once that happens, you should be in business. Remember, you have to use it on a laptop or desktop, and using Google Chrome, of course. All right. So what's the address?
Okay, it's 10096 Avenue K.
Avenue K.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh, you can have this. You want this one? All right. Let's see here. Now, Louisiana is a non-disclosure state, so we're gonna have to go about it a little differently with them, right? But I'm gonna still start with Zomps because you can sort of hack properties that are for sale to get an idea or whatever. Okay. So I thought about that when I was trying to put it together. Which so what I'm doing is, first thing is Zillow doesn't make it easy to locate the properties on the map, which is important when you're trying to comp something because you're trying to stay close to them. All right, so I'm looking at Google Map here. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the property that we're targeting. Now, it is showing, it is a single family house, but there's no bedrooms and bath showing, which that's fine. I guess we'll figure it out here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. So now I'm going to close this window. Okay, and so going back to the map. Okay, so it's in this area here right above that little bowl right here. So it's over in this area right here. Okay, so what I'll do is, first thing I'm going to do is go to, I normally would go to sold, but I'm not because, as I said, if I go, I'll show you. If you notice, whenever I click on a property, it doesn't show a price that it's sold for. The only thing it shows is a date, right? Okay, so now I have to go over here and go to for sale. Go back there on the home type. I'm going to deselect everything but houses. All right, and then here, it doesn't really matter under more because I'm looking at for sale properties. Now I'm only showing one property for sale over in this area. Which I don't know if that's a good sign or not. It's showing they're trying to get 80 grand for it. Okay, so I'm going to add it to my list over here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to see if I see anything else. I think this property here, no, it's on the other side of the street. Ideally, I'm trying to stay on this side of this Highway 51.
Okay.
Because prices can jump tremendously. I don't know that if that's the case, but we're just going to roll with this, and I'm going to pull up PropStream here in a second. But let me just look at this particular property to compare it to ours. Now, our property, it doesn't show, this is our property, Avenue K. So what I would automatically do is to make it the target property so it'll be removed from the numbers, and obviously you can highlight what you're looking at. But it doesn't give us any year built or square footage, which makes it difficult. Even on this one, it doesn't give the year built. All right. So if I was just going to go by what I'm showing here on this property, it would be $63 would be the price per square foot that we need. But I don't have anything showing on the property that we're targeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to PropStream, and let me copy this address. Go over here and see what I can pull up here. All right. So yeah, Baton Rouge. All right, now I have access to MLS over here. So back in 2016, it appears they sold this property for $1,000. All right, the owner owns 6 other properties. As you can look down here, sometimes that's important. And then we're going to get in here. So we do have a few properties that have sold right by the property. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5. Then we have some up here too, but we'll look at 1, 2, 3, and 5 to see what we got going with those. Okay, so number 1 just sold in March, and so we're going to look at that one first. Now it's a 2007 build. I really don't want to use that. Look like that property that we're targeting is a lot older than that property, but it makes it more difficult because I don't have. Even in PropStream, I don't have any square footage. I don't have a year built. Let me go back to the map here to see. I can see how it looks. Is this a brick house or something? What is it?
I think it's part brick, and it was like 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, and there was
Okay.
some fire damage. It's boarded up right now.
How much are they asking for this?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I haven't made any moves yet. I just know that it's been sitting there for like a second.
Okay.
So I haven't contacted anybody yet. I wanted to find out more.
Now, here's another way that I may be able to figure out the square footage, because that's very important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to grab the address. I'm going to use another tool that I use. I don't know if it's going to do it for me on this house, but I think it will. I'm going to use this tool called MapRight. Okay, and so what I'm going to do here, so that's Louisiana to boot. All right, and I'm going to try to measure it by the rooftop of the house, right, to try to get a good idea of the square footage, at least a generalization of it, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to remove the labels. I'm going to zoom into the property. Okay, so this is it right here. All right, so I'm assuming the rooftop is the size of the house or close to it. Would you agree, Adrian?
Yes.
Okay.
The roof got to cover the whole thing.
Area to perimeter measurement to. I get confused on these. All right, so I think it's this one. All right, so let's see here. All right, so boom, 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 boom. All right, so it's doing it the area in acres, so it's 0.36. So what I'll do now, I know an acre is 43,560 times 0.36. So the house is around 1,500 or so square feet, right? Okay, so now we have that number. Okay, so this property here that sold for 68,000. So let's look and see what condition did it sell in. Here, hopefully it was listed on Zillow, and that was the 2007. I may not have a choice but to go with that because, it's going to be best in there. But well, let's see. We'll see what the other one did. So, it doesn't show any photos. So let's look at this other one down here. It was a 1980 bill. That's probably more like ours. It sold for $74,000. Let's look at that one. Hopefully there's some photos here. I'm trying to see if it was sold in a pretty good condition. All right, so there we go. Boom. Okay, look like almost the same house. Just not brick. Okay, yeah, most definitely. Okay, so this house here sold for 74, sold at $41 a square foot. So if we multiply that times our square footage, we're looking at probably about 65K or so on it. So something like that, when I don't even have to do a formula on something like that. That property you're trying to get, around 5K or so, because if it has a fire damage, I'm sure it's extensive to fix or whatever. It's going to be a total a rental property. It's not in a retail area for its fix and flip. So,
Right.
Have you spoken to anyone on it yet?
No, I wanted to know more about, like, I know the person who owned it. So before I made my case for it, I wanted to have an idea of, I mean, like, they've had it for like a minute and did nothing. They were going to try to fix it and do rentals, a rental, but they, they just, they have a lot of other properties, as you saw, and all of them need work. So I wanted that one.
Okay.
If it makes sense. About
they
5,000.
did they buy it in that condition, or it got burnt since they've owned it?
They bought it in that condition. For $1,000, they bought it.
$1,000. Yeah. Okay. So I would probably offer 3 or 4 and then see what, happens. They go in on it, outside of them having to pay taxes over that time frame. But yeah, so
right.
Where you need to be.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. You know what? And one last question. I know people got other questions. So, like, when people are trying to find, somebody else may have this question. When people are trying to find investor-friendly title companies or attorneys, do you just make cold calls, or is there a group and you just kind of ask around in the group? What do you recommend?
I don't know. I had a brain freeze. I was thinking about something else related to that I've been saying I was going to do, or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah. So what you'll do is in the flip, what is it called, wholesaling real estate with the flip man. You can ask in that group, and then whatever market you're targeting. I would say that group, Facebook group.
Right.
Whatever market you're targeting, you want to join as many of those anyway. And then that's a question that you'll post in there. What title companies, what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly in XYZ city? You should get several responses of people making recommendations. But at the end of the day, a lot of times there's really nothing to worry about because the buyer dictate who you close with in most cases. And it's very easy to get people in line to do things, even if they've never done it before, when there's an actual deal on the table.
Right.
What I mean by a deal on the table, you got a seller in the contract, got a buyer in the contract for the same property. It's ready to go to be closed. So.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been an honor to speak to both of y'all. Thanks so much.
No worries. Have a good night.
No problem. Great to meet you.
All right. James, where you go? James fell out. But Omar, you ready? Always ready.
Hey, always ready.
What's happening, man?
What's going on? What's going on, Professor? How's everything?
You got it. What's happening?
All right. How you doing, Adria?
Hey, I'm good.
All right. Hey, I know the text that Gator. I was just quick on it. So my fingers slipped. I text Gator right in the live. So I'm just here on it, beautifying another kitchen. I had a question. Buddy of mine called me up. His sister been renting out of a residential house. She has, I guess, one of the floors in there, but she's looking to purchase the house. The thing is, owner is about to do some serious time. How is yeah? So how would she be able to uh, save a roof over her head and pick up the house, being that the owner's getting ready to do some serious time, and it's going to be some time.
All right, so this is just someone she knows, or it's just where she lives.
That's where she lives,
Oh, okay.
and so
So she
they're
can't.
gonna take the house.
Oh, they can't afford it. What you're saying? And once he goes to
Well,
jail, they can't afford it. Is what you're saying?
once the
Or
I
that's
guess
part of
so, but
or that's
she's
part of
looking
the
to purchase.
or that part of the legal procedure that they're taking the house because they think it was purchased due to whatever activities. Yeah, is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. She can't afford it, or they're taking the house because of.
Well, I don't know if I don't know. Well, one, I don't know if it was rent to own, and two, they're going to take the house. So what she was saying before they take the house, or if they take the house, is she can purchase it. She wants to do the purchase on the house, but how can she
Who
get
is
an
taking the house? You
agreement?
mean the person that owns it, or they did the terms with, or you mean the government?
Government.
Well, she can't do anything if the government is going to take it. They're going to
Okay.
go through
Okay.
their process
All right.
of they're going to probably liquidate it, but they're not going to be fast about that by no means, or whatever. She's going to have to move out. So you're just going to get that out of here. If I'm understanding what you're saying, you can go on to get that out of her mind. Just going to be looking for something else. If the government is taking it, they're not going to
That's what I
allow
thought.
someone that was. They're not going to
Yeah.
allow. They're not going to allow someone that was living there under those pretense of whoever purchased it and that person going to jail and them still been. They're not going to do that. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna wash their hands of that. And then again, like
Okay.
I said, just from what I know about it, which is very little, and then they're gonna take their time on putting it back on the market when they do decide to put it back on the market. Because they may use it for something else, instead of trying to liquidate it or whatever. So who knows? But that's that's all. We start talking about government politics, who knows on that. But but for her, oh yeah, she needs to start trying to find her somewhere to stay ASAP.
Okay. I'm gonna call him tomorrow ASAP. Then let him know.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
wash. You can get
that's a
that.
watch. They taking it? Oh, yeah, that's a watch. That's over with. And she living there too already? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
over with, man.
Wow.
That's
Yeah. I just, I just thought I could do something for him, but
no. If the government's taking, that's over with.
tried. So
No, that's over with. I don't know what the situation is, but if the
yeah,
government
yeah.
taking, that's over with, man.
All right.
All right, my man.
Well, if there's anything otherwise, I'll chime in again.
All right, no problem, man. Good seeing you.
All right. Good night.
All right. Yep.
All right. Good night. Later.
All right.
Oh, now y'all want to join. Everybody down there in the bottom, wanted to get on the show, but I've been asking the whole time, come on. But James, give me a wave. You ready? Yep, I see you. Hey, James.
Hey, how you doing, Flip Man? How you doing, Andrea?
I'm good. Where you joining us from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
DeVille. Okay.
Yes. So I've got a package deal, and I want to know if I can get comps for two of them, or either just get comps for one. One of them has a tenant in it. The first property is 930 Crossland Avenue, Clarksville, Tennessee.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm gonna close this, and I'll leave that open. All right. So give me that address again.
930 Crossland Avenue, Clarksville, Tennessee.
All right. So see that it looks like it's for sale. Okay, so it is an active listing. I'll go ahead and add it.
Now I'll say this. He's the agent. So, and
the owner?
he's the owner and the agent. So he said he can, do it either way.
Okay. All
But
right.
he's asking for 200,000 for both 926 and 930 Crossland Avenue together.
Okay. So let me go ahead and clear all of this that I had before. I'll add this back. All right, so let me see if I can locate it here on the map. So I'm gonna go under sold, and I'm using Zomps now, guys. If you notice, if you didn't know, Zillow's normal layout is like this, but with Zomps, it expands the map, so you can really dive in here, right? That's one of the basic features that we have here. So let me see. I'm trying to see where it is on the map here. All right, so we're below this. What is that? 12. And 79. So we're right in here. So, okay, so we're right in this area here. All right. Let me make sure. So boom. So we're right in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in here under more and look at properties that are sold in the last 90 days. All right, and make sure I got only houses. Okay, then I'm gonna use I'm gonna remove the boundary and just use the draw tool and just get right in here where our property is, since there's so many comps, which is a good thing, which means a lot of activity. Okay, so let's start to dive into some of these, because that's a renovated property. We want to use that. This is a renovated property. We want to use this. I think it's one down here below it. Let me zoom in a little more. Yeah, that's a renovated property. Want to use that. But they put it back on the market as a rental, so I can't. It's not going to show me the data that I want on that one. All right, so I think one is up here for 200. Okay, I don't show that's renovated though. We got one up here that's renovated. Oh, we already got that one. Let's look at this one. This is renovated. Boom. All right, so I think we got 3 or 4 of them, so we should be good. So this is our property here, so we're going to make it the target. Okay, and so now, first thing we want to do is look at the year built to sort of filter this out. So our property is built in 1957.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we try to stay within a range of 5 years plus or minus if possible. So that would be 62 to 52, but that doesn't exist. So we have to go with nearest and best. Now this 1980, I'm definitely going to throw out. Those are total different generation of houses. Okay. All right. So now the good thing is these are recent sales. So they one is in February, one is in March. They are older, but we'd rather for them to be older than newer, significantly newer than ours. Okay, so one of them sold for $161 a square foot. The other one sold for $195. So that averages out to $178. So our square footage on our house is 2286, a fairly big house. So that makes it comp out at we'll just say 407 based on that. So so now once we have that number, and he wants how much? That makes
he want to do a package deal for 926 and 930 all together, 200K.
Okay, so that may this house may be overbuilt for that area because we're just looking at these numbers here. Well, you know what? Let me finish it out before I say that. Okay, so let's finish the numbers out. All right, so so we're gonna go to deal later. So it doesn't look livable. Am I right on that?
No, it's not.
Okay, so it's not livable. So we're going to use the repair estimate calculator. Livable, we normally use $25, so that's $22.86. We use $25, and not livable, we use $40. So livable will be around 60. Not livable, we're looking at basically, I'm going to just say 100 grand in repairs, right? Okay, so now we know. Let me pull up the actual deal calculator. We said the ARV is what, 407, and I'm questioning that, but we're gonna say 100K in repairs, and something like this at 400K. We normally do 7 to 10% on how much we're gonna make. So 7% is gonna be around thousand or so, and then 10% is like 41,000. So something like that. I'm probably going to say I'm going to be around maybe 35 on it. But just so that we can try to make the numbers like, we'll just stay around, we'll say 25, which is a little less than what I think we should be looking for. So just looking at this, see, this would, just looking at the numbers, it would be a deal. You know what I'm saying? Because he's asking 135. So that leads me to believe if nobody purchased it, sometimes in these older neighborhoods like this, people will overbuild the neighborhood, because the normal size houses in here are, but we got 850 up to 1583, so this is like another 700 square feet bigger than this house, even though it jumped from 700 to that, but that's more normal than this here. So if I adjusted it here, so this 255, I'm gonna say max is 300. It's probably more realistic for this number up here instead of that almost $150,000 difference. I don't think you can get that because I don't show. If we go back and look at the map, there's nothing in here to justify anything in the 400s. Nothing is above the 200s in here, right? So that 255 would be a number. So at that point, it's overpriced. Plus, we can just look at the number of views on the house. I can go back to here. Where are we?
So even with the other property, it's basically you getting a free house. He was saying.
Technically, yeah. With both of them, it will make it a more of an attractive deal because now he's selling them. He said for 200 for both.
Yeah, as a package deal.
Is the other house near this house?
Yeah, it's right down the street, 926, and it has a tenant in it already.
Okay, so now that one has a tenant in it. Then yeah, the other that would make it a deal. It appears. Well, let me do this. Let me change. I say that. Let me change this number here. So I'm going to say 265 on this here. Okay, so now the numbers changed significantly, right? Because I dropped that. So now it shows that it's tremendously overpriced because this blue number is really where you would need to be if you're trying to make 25. Even if you're only trying to make 10, it's still significantly overpriced.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's still for sale. Because if it was the number I originally did, it wouldn't be for sale. It wouldn't have been on the market. The market, how many days has it been on there? It's been on the market 120 days.
Right. Yeah, 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's more like around this price point right here versus up here.
Okay. So we'll wash our hands with that one then.
Yeah. It's overpriced.
I got you. I appreciate it, man.
No problem at all, man. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So let's go ahead and get in the topic here. Before we get into the topic, we'll show the thumbnail. So the title is Why Realtors Should Think Like an Investor and Not Like a Realtor. Okay, so I got the thumbnail here. We'll take some a little judging on that. Go ahead and explain how that works, Adrian.
All right. So you get to judge the thumbnail with 5 being great, 1 being needs some improvement. You can also detail in the chat what improvements need to be made to make it convey the message without having to explain it. So you get to be the judge. 5 being excellent, great, beautiful, awesome. 1 being needs some work, fix that. It's ugly. Okay, so go ahead and post that in the chat as Ty goes over the topic, and we'll do a rally tally on some razzle dazzle. When he finishes.
And also we're gonna sell the shirt dispute. Also.
Oh my!
All right, so let me get in the topic here. I'll say why realtors should think like an investor and not like a realtor. Okay, so what does it mean to think like the average realtor? So the reason that 6% is on this thumbnail is because that is like the number that they normally get paid in commission, generally speaking. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5. But normally what happens is, even though we're just going to use the 6% rule as far as how much they're going to make. So we use $100,000 for easy math. So 6% of 100,000 is 6,000. Not a bad payday. But the problem with that is, if it is a problem, is that normally an agent doesn't get that full commission because the more times than not, they depend on another agent to bring a buyer to the table if it's their listing. So now that 6% is split down in half to 3%. So now you're at 3,000 on a $100,000 transaction, right? And then depending on if you're not a broker, which most agents are not, they're under a broker's umbrella, they're going to have to pay them a percentage of that 3,000, and that'll depend on how you're structured with your broker. All right. So and so now if for a wholesaler, there's no cap on how much we can make on a transaction that was, we'll just say $100,000. Now we could have made only 3,000 on it, just like they did, or 6, but we also could have made 26. You know, it's a possibility we could have made that much. There's no cap on it, right? And so this is the way I think most realtors should be looking at it. And some of them do it this way. As a matter of fact, a lot of them do, but most don't. Is that when you're generating leads, your first mindset is, how can I turn this into an investment opportunity? Whether it's going to be a wholesale deal, whether it's going to be a fix and flip, whether it's going to be a property that I can hold as a rental. We're just talking about houses now. All right. So if the numbers don't work on any of that, then I put my realtor's hat on and we'll do a listing on a commission base. And that's going to happen a lot. You'll have a lot of listings because if you do the proper amount of marketing as a wholesaler, right? We'll just use a wholesaler as an example. Most of the people that you talk to are going to want more than what makes sense as far as a wholesale deal for you. So now you could transition a lot of your leads into listings, so you still will get paid on them to help you obviously make money, but also to continue to feed your marketing machine so you can get those larger paydays as a wholesaler. And it's really, I say, just your license as a realtor should only be a tool to help you do more in real estate investing, not the other way around, or not at all, which is a way a lot of agents operate, you know. So, but hey, what do I know? All right. And so now we got that out of the way. We're going to do the thumbnail thing first. So I'll throw it back up there. We got any comments on it?
Yes. Lisa Page gives you a 4.
Oh,
no, that's not good.
I want
5 to go home. Ken Garner says looks good and gives you a 5. My A-list journey says 5. 5. If Ty can sit with his legs crossed in real life.
I can do what he's doing.
Let's sit with his legs crossed.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, bet 5 then. 5. Let's see here. Realtors should be flexible so they'll understand the value of working with investors. Yes. That's all we got. We really don't have a lot on there, so that's cool.
All right, so we're about to get out of here. So. All right, so first thing we're finna establish, is this color black?
No, that's not black.
No, that's one of the shirts that you said.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so that's over with.
Okay.
All right. All right. So what is this color right here?
Black.
I don't know what this color is.
It's like a goldenrod, semi-yellow, gold, whatever.
Okay. So what color is this?
That is like a neon green.
That's it. That's the shirt I had on. The one where I was doing like this with the cat, that's the shirt I had on.
Well, how was I supposed to tell on the video? It was just a little quick glimpse.
Well, you done your best.
No, I'm still
cash out. Ask $, ask Flipman $50. Adrian Lavender, Prince or Prince Lavender, whatever your name is.
Oh, whatever your name is. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, yeah.
That's fine. I still say I've done one, and that's okay.
What?
You're not gonna go through the stack and find what I need to win.
What do you mean? You go through the videos.
No,
you got your own proof.
No, I'm gonna give you.
Hey,
your
I
own.
know her, guys. She done went through video after video. She probably spent 3 or 4 hours trying to find a video with me with a black shirt on with yellow writing. I know her. She just laid in her bed and just flipped and flipped and flipped and flipped.
I'm gonna find it, but that's okay. That's cool. I'll give you your funky little $50.
I want my money.
Funky, little $50.
Don't tell them country boys nothing. All right, guys, we really appreciate everybody one joining us tonight. It was a prosperous night for me. Hopefully it was for you all also.
Whatever.
Make sure if you want to join us tomorrow morning, you need to subscribe to the channel. If you already subscribed, you need to go tap the little bell, select all so you are alerted whenever we do go live and when I upload new videos. Make sure you like and share this. We don't ask for much. Just your participation. Glad to be able to help anyone that we did tonight. If you want to join the weekly coaching group, just text the word STACK, STACK, like stack some money, to 205-964-5243. And we will see you guys on the flip side.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit.